Hey everyone! Thank you so much for all the comments I received about my husband not buying groceries. A little clarification for everyone. Our ages have never been an issue. I pursued him, not the other way around. In no way did he groom me. I have always been attracted to guys that are older than me. And no, it is not daddy issues. I have a healthy relationship with my dad. I do not do all the housework and cooking. Typically, he is actually the one that cooks because he is much better at it than I am. We will usually do grocery shopping together. He cooks, and I clean for our everyday meals. So the workload is shared. It was just for holiday meals. I did it all in the past because he typically had to go to work on Thanksgiving, but I am always off. As some people pointed out, it reeks of depression on his part. And yes, it does, because he has actually been diagnosed with depression years ago. He is on medication, but refuses to see a therapist to actually talk things out. So I am usually much more understanding, but there is only so much that I can take as well. I am only human too. Okay, now into what you all actually want. The update. That morning after making the post, I finished getting ready for work, called my parents, and asked them to pick up some groceries which I would pick up from them on my way home from work. I called my husband. He was already at work, and told him that I was asking my parents to pick up groceries, so do not worry about it. He could hear the upset tone in my voice and asked what was wrong. I told him that I was upset over this morning, but we would talk about it later. I faltered and started talking more, but it started to turn into an argument over the phone again. He got upset that I was doing this while he was at work, but I reminded him that he was the one who brought it up. I never told him that he was banned from Thanksgiving. I wanted to wait to see if he would fix the attitude because, for me, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. And it is about being thankful for what you do have, not focusing on what is missing. I really did not want to do it without him, but I was prepared to in case he did not check himself. After we hung up and I got to work, as I pulled in the garage, he texted saying, "I love you. Can we stop until we talk?" Which I took to mean as, stop arguing. So we did. I went through my day at work, and we were really busy since we are closed Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I work with the public and children, and it was an exhausting day. Sometime around 3, he texted me a picture of the huge stack of his eBay sales that he packed up and was taking to the post office. I did not see it until I got off work, though. When I got off at 5, I walked back to the garage with my coworkers, got in the car, and did my usual routine of texting him that I was leaving work. He never asked that I do this. I choose to for personal safety since I work downtown, so do not go jumping to conclusions saying he is controlling or whatever. My parents live about 5 minutes from my work, so I swung by their place to get what they picked up. Dad picked up 2 small pre-cooked smoked turkeys. He told me they were buy one, get one. He also got broccoli, croissant rolls, and pre-cooked au gratin potatoes. Then, as I was leaving my parents, my husband called. I told him that I was leaving Mom and Dad's and what they got for Thanksgiving dinner. He then told me that he went to the store and also got food for Thanksgiving dinner. I was a little peeved because that means he did not listen when I told him my parents were doing the shopping, but also was relieved that he realized his mistake and tried to fix it. When I got home, we both waited to cool down before talking. He picked up the same smoked turkey my dad got, but thankfully only one. He also got potatoes, 2 different types of stuffing, yams, marshmallows, King's Hawaiian rolls, green beans, cream of mushroom soup, heavy whipping cream, shredded cheese, and a pumpkin pie. He also picked up a few regular things we needed for the house, like cases of water and milk. Then we sat down and had a long discussion. It did devolve into an argument at one point because he kept trying to lighten the mood with jokes, but I just was not ready for that yet. So I went to the bedroom to cool off. Eventually he came in and said he was sorry, he loved me, and he really did want to talk. I asked him if he was ready to be serious, and he said yes. I love his goofy randomness. It is part of why I chose him, but there is a time and place for it. We talked it all through. How he feels like nothing he does is good enough because I always find something else to nitpick. He took care of me while I was sick, and made sure I was not wanting for anything the entire time I was stuck in bed. His eBay account does sell a lot because he puts a lot of effort into posting on there, and he has managed to keep a high rating because he always sends out packages quickly. He will usually box and ship about 5 to 10 packages a day. He also said how he just does not care for Thanksgiving anymore because we are pretty much the black sheep of every extended family on both sides. He would be more excited if it were more people rather than just the 4 of us. And it is a lot of work for just 4 people. I told him that it was not that he does not do enough, but it is specifically when he neglects to do the favors I ask of him or forgets them that makes me feel like I am not important enough to him. It is several little things here and there that really do not matter, but all end up stacking up. And this was just the straw that broke the camel's back. I know all about forgetting. I have ADHD and forget all the time. But he has always helped me to manage it by telling me to put reminders or alarms on my phone, or even with my classwork this semester, since it is all online, before we start watching a movie together, or I start playing my video game, he will ask me if I have any classwork that needs to be done. Because of his reminders, I have only been late with 2 assignments this semester. Both were because I was sick. After talking it out, we both seemed to have a better understanding of each other. I again told him how important Thanksgiving is for me, and that it does not matter that it is only the 4 of us, because when I was growing up, it was just my parents, sister, and me. And it is more about the principle of being together and thankful for what we do have. Thanksgiving morning, we watched the parade in bed. Then we got up and cleaned off the dining room table together, which was so overcrowded due to his depression and my ADHD. We have not eaten on it in about a month. After we did that, some of the boys messaged him to get online as there was a special Thanksgiving event in-game. He did, but only enough to complete the missions and got right off. While he did that, I peeled and jabbed the potatoes and started to boil them. Then I put together the green bean casserole, croissant rolls, and turned the oven on to preheat. After he got off his game, I asked him to do the dishes that had accumulated while I was cooking. Then I got to sit down, and he started on the sweet potato casserole, stuffing, and got the turkey out of the fridge to warm up. Then he put the stuffing and the turkey into the oven to warm, and finished with dinner while I went to pick up my parents. By the time I brought them back, it was all ready. I helped to set the table, and we had a very nice Thanksgiving together. At the end of the night, after I had taken my parents home and we were just by ourselves again, he asked if I had a good Thanksgiving, and I told him yes, and asked if he did too. He also said yes. We talked some more about how we can better plan for next year. Overall, I would have been the problem if I had truly excluded him, but he was also the problem for snapping over something that, as adults, we should just suck up and do. Thank you to everyone for your comments. It really helped me to see the bigger picture. Some of your comments were way off and ridiculous, though. So it helped me to laugh about the situation and see that it was not as bad as my rejection sensitivity was making it out to be. He is not cheating, he is not useless and lazy, and he by no means is a narcissist. We both just have things we need to work on as human beings. But it is despite both of our faults that we still love each other and are able to make it through. So again, thank you